This is Ram. He always makes the right financial decision. Ram approaches every money problem with perfect logic and reasoning. He never gets emotional and always knows what's best for him.
You may be thinking that there's no way that Ram exists. Well, you're right. But for centuries together, economists thought that you and me take perfect decisions like Ram. We always take right decision to optimize our happiness. But well, that's not right. And in the past few years, because of people like Richard Thaler, a lot has changed. Today, I'll be telling you 4 dumb mistakes you have made with your money. And also, stick around till the end to get a free copy of my recommended books on these topics. So let's get started.
Richard Thaler won the Nobel Prize in 2017 for proving that we humans not only make financial mistakes but we make predictable ones. He jokingly called his research dumb stuff people do. Today it's known as behavior economics. Now, he also showed that we can't remove our emotions from our decision making processes, but we can always avoid them by knowing what mistakes we would make by being able to predict them. Similarly, you could avoid missing such amazing videos by smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Imagine you were clearing your old storage boxes and you happened to find a weird looking 1 rupee coin. You decided to Google it and you found out that it's actually worth 6,500 rupees. 6,500 times its face value. After knowing this, you decided to buy a frame and keep it on the shelf in your house. Okay, now let's rewind and consider a different scenario. Instead of clearing your storage, you decide to go to an antique store. There in a glass case, you see a 1 rupee coin, priced at 6,500 rupees. You would never imagine spending 6,500 rupees on a 1 rupee coin, and you would just leave the store. This may seem like a perfectly normal behavior, but it's completely irrational. The first scenario, you were ready to give up 6,500 rupees for a 1 rupee coin. But in the second case scenario, you decided not to pay 6,500 rupees for a 1 rupee coin. Now, for a perfectly rational being like Ram, whether you have the item beforehand or not shouldn't make any difference. It should be irrelevant. But for people like us, it is completely irrelevant. Now, this is known as the endowment effect. We tend to value things more if we own them. Have you ever overeaten at a restaurant? Or watched a bad movie till the end? Or done anything similar to this? Then you have fallen victim to the sunken cost fallacy. You might not ever recover the money you paid for the movie. And by watching the movie till the end, it's not going to help you in any way. But you do it anyways. But why? Now, all of us keep a mental checkbook in our head. We aren't concerned about actual gains and losses. We are only worried about the feeling of gains and losses. Now, by sitting through the movie till the end, you can finally cut off the loss in your head for paying the money for such a bad movie. Our fear of sunken cost is so high that businesses take advantage of it. They sell us membership which provide free delivery or discounts, and they know that we are going to overspend and we are going to buy things which we really don't need just to get the money's worth of the membership. Imagine that you're shopping for some headphones and you're about to buy a pair for 1,500. But then you find out that the store down the street is selling the same exact pair for 1,200 and it's just a 10-minute walk. Would you do it? Now, the same scenario, but you're buying a laptop. The first store has the model you want for 67,500. The second store has it for 67,200. Now, do you take the walk? Many people answer these two questions very differently, though they are essentially the same. Will you take a 10 minutes walk for 300 rupees? All of the context should be completely irrelevant. Yet most of us would say yes to the first scenario and maybe no to the second. This is because we feel the first one is a better deal. This is called transactional utility. Shops have been exploiting this behavior of us since ages. They tend to mark up the price of goods before sales so that it looks like a huge discount when they put up sales. Few shoppers are so addicted to transactional utility that they end up buying stuff which they'll never need. If you had won 10,000 rupees on a lottery, what would you do? Would you give your friends a treat or buy a new shoe? Well, most of us would spend it on something which we wouldn't have if we hadn't got the unexpected income. Because we feel it's free money as we haven't worked for it. This is called mental accounting. We are separating money in our mind into imaginary categories. Mental accounting violates the rule that money is interchangeable. Once you own a rupee, it is the same as any other and shouldn't be treated any differently, no matter where it came from. For Ram, the shoe is either worth giving 10,000 rupees or not. It shouldn't matter where the money came from. Mental accounting can be really helpful in monthly budgeting as it can help us to stick on with the plan. Now, sometimes it can lead us to irrational paths. This was during 2008 and 2009 financial crisis. Petrol price dropped from 50 rupees to 44 rupees a litre. So you would think that most of the people would have saved a lot during this time. But during the same time, the consumption of premium petrol increased. It's as if all of us have budgeted this amount for petrol in our mind and we have to spend it on petrol. We humans have many flaws and limitations. Our brain isn't a supercomputer. We use many mental shortcuts and emotional instincts in our everyday life. But knowing what those mental shortcuts are will make you less likely to rely on them and help you make more rational decisions. Comment down below what's your favorite category. As promised, if you want to know more about behavior economics or how people are dumb with their money, then I would recommend you to read The Invisible Gorilla by Christopher Gabrys and Misbehaving by Richard Thaler. Links to the free copy of both the books are in the description. If you like my content and find value in it, then please consider sharing and subscribing. Thank you.